Hi, I'm James McGuire, and on today's Tech Voices, we're talking about collaboration between software developers and AI agents. It's a collaboration that's getting far closer as artificial intelligence plays a larger role in software development, and businesses are rapidly developing AI agents. To discuss that, I'm joined by Emilio Salvador, Vice President of Strategy and Developer Relations at GitLab. Emilio, very good to have you with us today.
James, very good to have to meet you finally. I'm really glad that I'm here today. Thank you very much for having me.
Sure, absolutely. All right, so let's talk about the current relationship between developers and AI agents. Developers, of course, are helping code and customize agents, but how can you describe the current collaboration between devs and agents? And specifically, what might be a key challenge in this relationship?
I feel that we are in the early stages of defining how both developers and agents are going to work together. The way I see them is that they are now a fantastic tool that will help the developers offload some of the existing work streams that do not truly add value to them. We see a world where developers will basically send those tasks that can be basically offloaded to agents so they can focus on the real things that add business value. It's about driving innovation. It's about like solving business problems using technology, and agents will help free up time for developers to focus on those things. Obviously, everything comes with challenges. We'll see those agents evolving over time. They will be able to take on more and more tasks. That will also lead to an entirely different working environment, so to say. We'll see that the teams will change. There will be more code written, but that will come with its own challenges, because the more code that you have doesn't mean that you're going to end up driving innovation. You have problems with security, with compliance, with code quality, and many others.
Right.
And also the fact that, this will redefine how we interact with a new tool, and in some cases, even a new member of the team, that will probably help redefine software development the way it is today.
Well, I
And
think,
those
go ahead, yeah.
sorry. And I think that companies will have to adapt to that. And those companies that are able to adapt to those changes rapidly are the ones that will succeed.
Well, I think there's something really interesting in what you said, and that, I mean, agents will themselves be able to code, right? So in a sense, agents are the new colleagues for developers. Perhaps even they may even compete with each other at a certain level because they're both writing code. But as you say, more code doesn't mean better code necessarily.
Yeah, and the other thing is, and I used this analogy a couple of times, the fact that you are able to write words and put them together doesn't make you like a great writer,
Right.
that you can write a novel. So
Yes.
eventually, even if agents will be able to code by themselves, there would always be kind of developer behind them, defining the business problem that they need to solve, defining how they want to architect that entire solution, and defining kind of the quality goals and the security components to that solution. That's not going to go away. In fact, if anything, those roles will be more important now than ever before.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I think in terms of agents, there's also another challenge for companies because companies are really realizing they need to get on board with agents, but simply buying an AI agent package is not enough to get that company, up and running. They've got to get it in, get their staff trained, integrate it with all their systems. So it seems like it's an enormous business opportunity for someone to help companies get on board, up and running with AI agents.
Absolutely, because this is not one of those cases where one size fits all, right? And even in the case of agents, software development is not easy. Sometimes we tend to focus on just the coding aspect, but that is just a fraction of the work required to develop software, especially in the enterprise environment. So in many cases, unless you start from scratch, and that's some of the things that we see today. So those amazing demos where we see a developer on stage at one event doing like amazing things. Those are amazing. They are great. But keep
Right.
in mind that there's nothing behind it. There's nothing installed. When you get into an environment where there's plenty of different systems, APIs, different teams involved, security, whatever, those things, on one side, they are different from company to company, and they are not clean.
Right.
So it'll be as you said before, I feel that there will be a huge business opportunity for people to be able to customize to some extent or tailor those agents to adapt to the needs of one particular enterprise.
Mhm. All right, let's talk about the new release. What are some significant features of the GitLab Duo Agent Platform? What is it, and what are a couple of tools that make it important?
Thanks for the question. It's a great question. We announced literally a few weeks ago the new Duo Agent Platform as part of GitLab. The idea behind the platform is to truly have an agent orchestration system that will enable cooperation between developers and humans in the
Hmm.
context of software development
Hmm.
lifecycle.
Right.
The idea behind the platform is to give companies an environment where, as I said before, they can bring their own agents. So as we think about some of the existing capabilities, one is we're going to deliver like a specialized agents. You can think of them as another member of your team that can either develop software, check the quality, test, or secure. We are also building the platform with the idea of enabling our users to create what we call agent flows,
Hmm.
where you can tie together different agents in order to deliver, a project or deliver like different tasks on behalf of your team, on your developers. And finally, we're building the platform with two ideas in mind. One is making it extensible and the ability to to interrupt with other systems. As part of that, we are planning on bringing what we call an agent catalog
Hmm.
that will help companies build their own agents or interact with agents from third parties. The idea is we believe that there will be like different agents, different tools, different systems, and bringing them together into GitLab is something that our customers can benefit from.
That's really interesting. There's going to be an agent catalog, and they're going to be third-party vendors. I just sort of, free associating on the idea. In other words, I see a scenario where there could be an agent from two different vendors on one company's infrastructure, maybe two or three agents from different vendors. Would that possibly be part of it, or not necessarily?
That can absolutely be part of it. And eventually, as I said before, every enterprise has like different and in many, many cases, unique needs.
Hmm.
And there will be, even if on paper, different agents can perform kind of the same tasks, there will be some unique differentiators, like we see in the market today with many other technologies. And it'll be up to the customer and the company to decide which one is the one that fits their needs.
So is
There will be agents that are more specialized in one industry vertical, in one language, in one kind of architecture, and those, will be able to coexist in GitLab.
interesting. All right. What might be something in there that moves the process along more efficiently and more smoothly? Something that really makes the developers or allows the developers to go faster? Is there some tool in there?
Well, one of the things that is going to help developers is the idea that they can build their own agents within the platform. So eventually, as I said before, every company is different. They have their own unique workflows, and they deliver, or basically they act on different tasks depending on the environment.
Hmm.
One of the key benefits of the Duo Agent platform is that ability for people, developers, or anyone working at that company to customize or create their own agents
Uh-huh.
on top of our platform.
Okay.
So that will help developers be more effective and speed up things in ways that we don't even know about.
Mhm. Well, all right. That's interesting. So let's look to the future and think about the future of developers and agents as they work together ever more closely. Let's see. I'd like to get your sense of where we're going. But a question: do you think they'll ever be, in a sense, in competition with each other, or not necessarily?
You mean agents versus developers?
Yes, because agents will write code and developers will write code, and it's like I can see, well, you're someone else is doing my job on my job. So there may be some developer out there and goes, well, goodness, the agents might just take my job.
Yeah. I To be honest, I don't think that's going to be the case.
Gotcha.
Eventually, if anything, what we're going to see is that more and more developers, and that will bring like a different set of challenges, but they will be able to coexist.
Hmm.
I feel that developers will use agents as a tool that, as I
Hmm.
said before, will help them offload some of the work that they have so they can focus on the things that are really relevant to business. When we talk to customers and they're using AI on a daily basis, I didn't hear anyone saying we're basically getting rid of developers or we're slowing down,
Hmm.
hiding. It's quite of the opposite. They are reducing technical debt. They are able to deliver more features faster. So I don't see them competing. I will see agents streamlining the developer process and boosting, their existing abilities.
Well, all right. Then your view of the future what might be something that happens 1, 2, 3 years in the future in terms of developers and agents working together, What do you see for the future of that world?
I see that, as I said before, I think we'll see both developers and agents working together.
Mhm,
That will lead to changes in the way we develop software today.
mhm,
Even as you think about like huge teams, thousands of people developing software, the fact that there will be agents taking on like different tasks will basically lead to a change in the way the orgs work, in the way those workflows are, enabled today.
mhm,
And that's something that we'll see developing over time. The ability to react to that, work on change management, being able to deliver value through those agents, and for companies to understand the value that they bring
mhm.
without overselling or underselling them. Like many of the tools, they are an amazing tool if used properly.
Emilio, that's really interesting. Thanks for sharing your expertise today. I learned a lot, and please come back and talk with us again sometime.
Absolutely, James. Thanks very much for giving us the opportunity. I just want to emphasize some of the ideas that I shared before. Uh, we at GitLab truly believe that we see a world where developers and agents will coexist together, and those agents will honestly help developers accomplish tasks much faster and in a much more efficient way.
Mhm,
Uh, those agents will enable developers to free up time to focus on the things that they care the most about
mm,
solving business problems and driving innovation. And I'm truly looking forward to seeing how those developers are going to come up with new ideas, new applications, and new ways of solving existing problems.
mhm. That really is fascinating. It's very, very interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you, James. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.